Here we are down here at a little lake in southern Iowa. Haven't hit it quite a long time, probably 15 or 16 years. But one of my buddies said, hey, they're biting pretty good down there. Might ought to go down there and check it out. Said I had one of the best days crappie fishing I've had in a long time. So we're going to head out across the lake over here. I'm pretty sure head that south side. I guess there's some brush piles next to the channel that goes across there. Got my old Mr. Heater loaded up and put together for today's expedition. And of course, my sled will be filled up with all my gear, and my shack's gonna get out here in a second too. Well, time to go drill some holes and see what's shaking out there. I guess average depth's about 13 foot. And like I said, off some creek channel out there, there's some brush piles, so I'm gonna go find those brush piles and find some crappies by them. Some nice winter angling. We're gonna go down today, I have a feeling. Cold or not. Beautiful day in Iowa. Well, after getting a few holes drilled, very first hole I seen some fish on it. I'm gonna get a bunch of spots popped for the shack before I can put it up. That way I can just put it from hole to hole. It's gonna get colder today and the snow's coming down pretty good. I don't know, yeah, you can probably see snow fairly well on here. That hole right there is 11 foot deep. Marked a whole bunch of fish right in the middle of the water column right away. But my drill, if I leave that sucker sit on the cold ice for an hour or so of fishing, I'll go back, drill a new hole, and she'll be pretty much dead. So I'm gonna drill a bunch of spots right now so I can just move around later. Battery will whip out some holes, but once it gets cold, it sucks it. Done. Let's see about right in here somewhere. Do 3 holes. 2 for the rods, 1 for the Aqua-Vu. All right, holes are drilled. Set my stuff down on the ice and go back and get the shack. Well, moved over to a new spot. Got rid of the Mr. Heater. It was too much, way too much. So I just got my little propane Coleman again, the little guy. But see that graph? There's a lot of fish down there. So hopefully this is the spot. About 30 yards away from the other spot. I'm gonna drop down through them a little bit more. That's the bottom. It's not 5 foot, it's 13 foot. so much fish, though, it shows it's reading only 5 where the fish are at. The fish are so thick. Got a graph there. A little bit of it could be a brush pile on bottom, but there's undoubtedly a bunch of fish down there. They're coming up and going down. All right, get my first bites this morning. Moved up to it. Let's see what we can get here. See it on the graph. It's right there. There's a pile of fish here. Hope it's something decent. Like I said earlier, the wind and the cold's really got things messed up. There we go, fish on. Ooh, it feels like good fish. Ooh, big old bluegill. Not too shabby. Must be why I'm not getting too many bites at the minnow. Well, not too bad of a fish. Here's my hand. Back down to them. A lot of marks. This must be a huge school of fish down there. Hope there's some crappie amongst them. Oh, already a bite. There we go, fish on. Little guy. But better than last hole. Last hole I didn't get nothing to bite. Back down. Well, it goes to show for ice fishing. If one hole don't work out, don't give it long. Give it about a half hour of that last hole because I had everything set up. So I give it a little longer than normal. It's so cold out, I just couldn't see wandering around on the ice aimlessly. So I set the shack up and then went fished that one spot. But all my spots really I drilled had some sort of mark down there. But this one here, earlier, didn't have much marks. Just a couple on bottom. But when I came back over here after the other hole not producing, I came back over here in this place. Just was crazy. You know, because you can see it right there on the graph. There was a lot of fish down there. Got another one ticking. Got him. Fish on. This is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. Good fighter. Another big bluegill. Make some good dinners there. Drop right back down there. There's a lot of marks. There we go. Get my last couple. You know, they're only 7 foot down out of 15 foot. They're right up on top. Just drop right above them. Let's see how fast we can make this happen this time. This right here is a lot of Iowa pond fishing, small lake fishing. Bluegills, and there's some bass will hit every once in a while. Crappies. But there's hardly any walleyes down here. Although this lake supposedly has a couple walleye in it. They stocked it a few years ago, and there's some nice walleye down there. But they're like the fluke catch. And there's catfish too, but catfish are pretty rare in the wintertime. Let's see though, he's right on it. Let's bring it up a little bit, see if they come up after it. Nice cold day, the ice is cracking, that means she's building. I bet I don't have any grub left on it. Not too bad. Alright, the minnow pole's got something happening. There we go. Whoa, decent crappie. No giant. But decent. He'll make a meal when you ain't got nothing else to eat. a good day. Got a crappie at least. There's more to be had, I'm sure. Another one. Let's see what it is. Came from down deep. Oh, little baby crappie. Looks like crappies are on bottom. There we go. Fish on. Let's see what we got this time. Oh, not too bad. A bluegill. No giant by no means, but oh, I'll sit him back in there. I think there's a lot of little ones to weed through there. There we go. Bite going on here. Got him. Just a dink bluegill. Back in the hole he goes. And I got another small crappie there. And on the fall. Back he goes. Alright, fish on. What we got? Another bluegill. Yeah, it's about eating size. Just about. Yep. Got a fairly nice crappie. Didn't have my camera on. Say it's a good 10.5, 11 incher. Dinner time though, that's for sure. I'm gonna get a minnow back on. Cut it on the old basic here. Split shot and a treble hook. Well, it's been a few hours out here on the little lake down south I hadn't been to in quite a long time. Ended up with 2 crappie, 3 bluegill to keep, and threw, I don't know, probably 10 little ones back in between. But it's a pretty cold day. The fish seemed to finally just moved out. Got one lone little mark down there. I think that's just a dink, a small fish. And over here, got some more probably small fish down there. The red mark might be something, but it's time to give it up. It snowed about 4 inches today, it looks like, outside. So it's going to be quite the trek back to town. Yep. There's my last crappie I caught there. Wasn't too shabby. Well, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.